Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery with IIMFL and Smart Money Alliance. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2021. It's my pleasure to visit with you today. We get together via Zoom at this time, most weekdays, to visit with our distribution partners to talk about strategies, tips, techniques, success stories, and to address questions and concerns. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to look at this new role, R-O-L-E, new role, Financial Literacy Coordinator. And we're going to first describe the what, and then we're going to describe the why, and then we'll come back and talk about how it's relevant to you. So first the what, then the why, then the how. Okay, so we're looking at this description here that describes that the role is called the Financial Literacy Coordinator. If we were to try to put it into a category, it would be best described as education and event planning. It's certainly not a sales position. It's certainly not a bought-in business opportunity. We're looking for financial literacy coordinators across the country and looking for multiple. The overview here is we're looking for folks to join the leadership team of our 501c3 nonprofit and play an important role in improving financial literacy by setting up in-person and/or online workshops for pre-launch and early stage entrepreneurs. It's an opportunity to earn a good income while helping people. We have 4 bullets. It describes the position type. It's flexible, could be full-time or part-time. There isn't any specific experience that's necessary. There is the opportunity to be in a leadership role, which also is at no cost. So there's nothing about this that's a pitch. There's nothing about this that's trying to get people to spend money to be able to earn income, because that's where a lot of us think it takes money to make money. We're going to call bullshit on that. It does not take money to earn money. You just have to find the right vehicle. And so we clarify that there's no cost. Timeline, immediate, posted today. Applications are submitted through human resources. And there's not any specific requirements of who should apply, but we're going to talk about, after I go through the what and the why, when we talk about the how, we'll kind of expand on this a little bit more than what this one sentence states. Okay, on the background, our 501c3 nonprofit is building a national team of financial literacy coordinators to facilitate the education of minorities and underserved populations about crucial financial literacy topics impacting access to capital for startup and early stage businesses. So this is the curriculum that we're going to be teaching in person or online hasn't changed a bit. It's the 27 Mistake curriculum, and you can go to 27mistakes.org and actually see a YouTube version of that. So we're not changing the curriculum. We're modifying how we're going to take the curriculum out. And again, we're going to talk about the why and the how after we get through the what. Okay, so what are the key duties of a financial literacy coordinator? Well, first we need to clarify they do not sell anything. There's no selling involved with being a coordinator. And of course, they do not pay to work with us. They don't have to buy something. They don't have to commit to money later. There's no strings attached. So instead, they approach prospective hosts, just like we've been talking about on recent trainings. Hosts are often like churches, chambers, libraries, etc. And remember, to us, a definition of a host is an entity, an organization, could be a person, and they usually provide 2 things, don't they? They usually provide the venue, the space, especially if we're doing in person, less relevant if it's online. And then they also have a sphere of influence over people that they can help invite. We may or may not revenue share with a host, depending upon their preference. We're always willing to revenue share with them, of course. But so our financial literacy coordinators approach prospective hosts, and then they facilitate setting up an in-person or online financial literacy workshop. What's the workshop going to be about? the 27 mistakes, right? Very transparent. We're all clear exactly what we're going to present. Now, what's important here is to realize under this model, we will provide the presenter. We are not asking the financial literacy coordinator to teach it. They're not going to be trained to teach it. They're probably not prepared to teach it. We're not anticipating that they teach it. So that's where you start to see this is different than what we've been talking about. We're trying to make it easy. And again, I'm going to go into the why and the how to expand on why it is we're at this point. But just clarifying, this is not setting the coordinators up where they're stressed or concerned about being prepared to have the equipment, to have the knowledge, to have the skill set to present. They're facilitating, but they're not the presenters. We have different roles for people that want to be presenters. So there's two key primary duties here. The first is the paragraph we've just gone through. I think pretty straightforward. And then the second is what happens after the workshop, which is no different than what we've been training on and talking about. So financial literacy coordinators are going to help the participants. And we use the participants, meaning those people that attended the in-person or online workshop. That's what a participant is, to see if they qualify for a minimum of $100,000 to start or grow a business through a grant subsidized program called Access to Capital that does not have any minimum credit scores, nor minimum time in business. This will take about 2 to 3 minutes per participant. So just to be clear, financial literacy coordinators don't sell anything to anyone. They're not responsible for presenting the content, but what they do is composed in these 2 paragraphs. They're going to work with host to get the workshop set up, whether it be in person or online. And secondly, they're going to help the participants see if they qualify or not for $100,000 to start or grow a business. So those are the 2 key duties of the coordinator. What are the requirements? Our financial literacy coordinator role is a function now of the affiliate partner role. It is free. It is easy to become an affiliate partner. There's no change there. No, nothing has changed about becoming an affiliate partner. What we're doing is packaging a different function as a financial literacy coordinator, which you're describing. So do you have to be an affiliate to be one of our financial literacy coordinators? Yes, but it's free and easy. That's how you get put into our system. So do all affiliate partners need to be financial literacy coordinators? No, not at all. Many won't want to do that. Okay, so we're going to talk about compensation, and then we're going to go back to the why we're doing this and how it's relevant to you. Right now we're on the what. So what is the compensation? It is no different than the affiliate compensation, right? We're just generating more volume, of course, because we're grouping people together and working through hosts. So the affiliate partner compensation hasn't changed, and that's what they're getting paid, but we're just dealing with groups of people, which will generate more volume, more dollars. But the bottom line is affiliates and or financial literacy coordinators get paid $1,000 for each person that enrolls, and that's triggered off of them submitting their deferred refundable deposit, which does not come out of pocket. It comes out of the first round of financing, no change. And then secondly, affiliates and or financial literacy coordinators are paid off of the capital raise. We know that we've guaranteed each client a minimum of $100,000, and you're making one, or the financial literacy coordinator is making 1% of that. So it's a minimum of $1,000. We were talking about yesterday, each morning, normally we come in and we send out invoices for the capital raises for our clients the day before. So in yesterday's training, we talked about Melody. She had a $300,000 capital raise. So we invoiced her the 6% of the $300,000. And so if you would have been the affiliate or the financial literacy coordinator that referred her in, you would have made 1% of her $300,000, which of course would be $3,000 to you. So if we start to extrapolate this out, if we have about 20 attendees per workshop, we fully anticipate that the coordinator will earn over $10,000. And that's a function of those that have attended and then those that enroll and go through this process. What's really important, and I want to hit on this final paragraph, and then we'll move on to the next segment here. We are not MLM. We are not network marketing. Not that there's anything wrong with those types of entities, but that's not what we are. But our affiliate model continues to have, just like it's had, I think, all along, override. So we pay this 1% 3 levels deep, if I can highlight it properly. So that really allows for a leadership role. Let's take Adam, who's here on the call this morning. Good morning, Adam. So let's say Adam says, you know what, I'm a little bit busy. I got other priorities. I don't really see myself going out and setting up these workshops. But, you know, I certainly wouldn't mind helping other people do it and getting paid an override. So let's say that Adam becomes an affiliate, which is free and easy. And he doesn't necessarily want to be a financial literacy coordinator. And I'm just going down an alphabetical list here, but he knows Alan, Anthony, and April. We have 4 A's. They're all in order of the Zoom registration. So now Alan, Anthony, and April become financial literacy coordinators. They're technically sub-affiliates of Adam's. They didn't pay anything. Adam didn't pay anything. This is not a networking scheme. We're not trying to get our distribution partners to pay anything. But then if Alan, Anthony, and April actually go out and facilitate education and do this, then Alan, Anthony, and April are earning the income that they would expect, which is an average of 10,000. But here we have Adam that facilitated the 3 of them. Maybe he's supporting them some and helping them be successful. Well, he gets that same 1% override. So every workshop that Alan does, Adam is making on average $5,000. So Adam didn't go find the host. Adam didn't have any involvement with it other than he brought Alan to the table. He also brought Anthony to the table and also April in this example. So even if Alan, Anthony, and April just simply set up 1 workshop a month, Adam has kind of got mailbox money, doesn't he? He brought these other sub-affiliates in who are actually producing. And so under that scenario, Adam would have earned around $15,000 by Alan, Anthony, April, each doing 1 workshop. So it's what we call passive income. Okay, so from the what perspective, we are launching today the financial literacy coordinator role. Now we're going to blend over to the why. Well, why? Why are we doing this? Why is it necessary? Why would we even change it up? Well, we've had tremendous response of people that were interested in being joint venture partners and or better credit store operators. Lots of response. And this is kind of a function of what those JV partners and or financial literacy, and or better credit store owners should be doing. But those are both business license agreements that have an investment because of what we're putting into it. So there's a cost to be a JV partner. There's a cost to be a better credit store owner. Now, is that a scam? Is that bad? Well, no, a lot of business opportunities cost. You can't go open a McDonald's franchise or Sonic franchise or a Domino's franchise or many other businesses without operating cost to open and operate. What we wanted to do here, again, back to the why, is offer an opportunity to work with individuals in a free and simple manner. Now, let's say you are a JV partner, and Adam actually is one of our JV partners. But so Adam might say, well, this makes sense. He might adopt this model and bring in his own financial literacy coordinators to do this for his JV partnership, or those of you that are better credit store owners, you could obviously have financial literacy coordinators under your umbrella that's doing the same thing. In that case, you would pay them because we're doing a 50-50 revenue split with you. So the why, again, is first driven by the fact that we need to better fulfill our mission by increasing financial literacy, increasing access to capital. And we believe that education is a great way to do that. And especially as the marketplace, as our society opens back up to face-to-face learning, that is our preference. Secondly, the coordinator role, again, is free and easy, and allows those individuals that want to earn more income, significant income potentially, without having any investment. Furthermore, and we've been talking about this hit or miss over the past couple of weeks, there's a lot of people that just are really in a money problem scenario, whether it be their W-2 employment or their small business or whatever their circumstances. They just don't have enough money coming in to pay their bills and reach their potential. Here is a nice, clean role that we could offer a client or a prospective distribution partner. Hey, if you've got money problems, would you consider being one of our financial literacy coordinators? Cost you nothing, real easy to do, and it's an opportunity to earn an adult income. I mean, again, many of you earn a lot of money. And so what happens is, I think those of you, and I don't want to call you an elitist, but those of you that are earning 6 or 7 figures a year, I think you surround yourself with other wealthy people. But I can promise you that there's a lot of our society, a lot of Americans that are not earning 6 or 7 figures a year. And for them to earn an extra $10,000 or so by helping facilitate one workshop is a blessing. It is so much better for the average person rather than delivering DoorDash or picking up an extra shift at the 7-Eleven on the night shift. This is an opportunity for the average American to do something that is helping other people's lives and helping their family. So again, I just ask for you. I know you're probably not needing money, but a lot of people need money. And this is a legitimate, credible, ethical, effective way for the average person to supplement their income. We'll call it a side gig, right? Okay, so we've talked about the what, and then the why is just quite simply, number one, it helps us fulfill our mission of increasing financial literacy and access to capital. And then secondly, it provides, still on the why here, a way for us to work with individuals where they have no investment. So it's not a psychological or a financial barrier. You could have someone that's disabled, someone that can only work from home, someone that has whatever health issues, and they could still be very successful as a financial literacy coordinator. So that's the what and the why. If you have questions on either of those, of course, just type it into the Q&A on Zoom and we'll dig deeper. I want to wrap up my portion with the how it is relevant to you. So, and Ken just brought this up. So we are still offering the Better Credit stores. And so if you want to have an exclusive geographic area, you want the business license, Ken, that is still available and that's not going away. But not everyone's like you, Ken. Not everyone has the money, the time, the commitment to make that financial commitment to open up a physical store. That's somewhat complicated and it's not free. This is an alternative to that. So of course, Ken, if you go get your zip code, and I don't have it here in front of me, but Ken gets a zip code, then will our coordinators be setting up competing workshops in Ken's zip code or in your zip code? Of course not. We wouldn't allow the coordinators to be setting up events in any zip code that is occupied, unless the local credit store owner or the JV partner wants coordinators to set up events for them, and then it plays perfectly into their goal. But yeah, this does not replace or circumvent all that we've talked about. This is an easier way for many people to increase their income while we're better fulfilling our mission of increased literacy and increased access to capital. So thank you, Ken, for clarifying that. So I think I've kind of bumbled my way through how this is relevant. So to answer that, we have to first define what role you're in now. So I'm going to give several answers to how this is relevant, hopefully more succinctly. If you're a current JV partner like Adam and many others, then this is great because this is a model that you could use to bring people in to build your funnel, and increase your income. If you are a current Better Credit Store owner, pretty much the same. You could use this model if you wanted, bring on coordinators that are under your umbrella, help more people make more money. Doesn't compete with you, right? Because if you've got geographic exclusivity, you've got geographic exclusivity. That's not going away. But for most of us who are not a JV partner, for most of us who are not operating or running a Better Credit Store, this is a slam dunk, right? This is a structured approach of helping more people and earning more income, and it alleviates the excuse of, oh, I don't have any money, or I'm not willing to spend any money. And again, that hits me with a little bit of a grain of salt, because in general, most businesses are going to require investment to start and operate. But what you and I are taking out to the marketplace as of today that we're looking at right now on this screen, it does not. This is an exception to the norm. There is no cost to become a financial literacy coordinator. There's no financial commitment now or never. There's no strings attached. Just become an affiliate, which is stated right here, free and easy. And then if you're interested at that point, email in human resources, if I can highlight properly, and then we'll plug you in. And so then we need to identify, of course, prospective hosts, and then it would be the coordinator's responsibility. We'll provide them the materials, which is usually a press release. The coordinator will take the press release either in person or virtually to prospective hosts and explain the proposition and seek to set up a workshop, which could be in person or online. Yes, we love in person, but that's not always going to be possible. For example, I was working with a young lady this morning. She is in Alaska. So will we fly a presenter up to Anchorage where she's at to do an in-person workshop? Absolutely, we would. We'd love to do that. But it may be more practical to also for her to look at some online. So it's up to the coordinator. And I would argue it's really should be up to the host. If the host has a preference of doing in-person, then let's plan an in-person workshop. We know that we're going to have higher conversion ratio. But if the host would prefer online, then we'll do online. It's really about the host, right? Because the key here is we want to work with hosts because hosts have the sphere of influence to invite. The question that Bruce has is if he facilitates a workshop and it's an in-person workshop, does it have to be in a specific area? Well, Bruce, so we have to make sure that the hosts that you're targeting are not in a protected area. You know, we can't go in and disrupt other people's zip codes. But we will have coordinated on that beforehand. And then secondly, I think what Bruce is alluding to is, let's say he sets up an event in Detroit. Does he have to fly to Detroit to be there? No. You can facilitate an event remotely. You do not have to go to the live event. Now, it is one of the responsibilities of the coordinator after the attendee has become educated. We've increased their financial literacy to do part 2 here, which is the simple 3-step process to see if they qualify for the $100,000 to start or grow a business. If you're at the live event, of course, you could help them do that in person. But if you're not at the live event, that's okay. Then you would just follow up with them remotely and help them see if they qualify. And I'm not exaggerating. We're darn close to 100% conversions. So if you can get someone and have a conversation with them about our 501c3 nonprofits grant subsidized program that guarantees a minimum of $100,000 to start or grow a business with no minimum credit scores, no minimum time in business required. Can you give me 2 minutes and let's see if you qualify? Most people are going to say, yes, I would like you to go ahead and see if I qualify for $100,000 to start or grow a business. We go through the simple 3 steps, the new front end process. It's a gold mine. It's a gold mine. It's a gold mine. If you do that, some of you have started to do it and you're generating numbers that we've never seen before. It's okay if you've not assimilated that yet, but now it's simple, right? You sign up as an affiliate. We give you a free landing page. It comes to you almost immediately. You get the link almost immediately. Anyone that you take to your landing page, there's a form on the page and it asks 4 pieces of information: first name, last name, email, and phone. You help them put that in. They're going to put it in. You're going to kind of coach them through it in case they don't know their name or phone number or email. But of course, you're just walking them through the steps. Step 2 is they review the terms and conditions. Step 3, we get some additional data about their business. They've qualified. They're enrolled. You know you're going to generate thousands of dollars for doing that because now they're committed to working through the process, and we're committed to helping them raise at least $100,000. It's a gold mine if you stop to assimilate this. All right, so that answered Ken's question plus more. Let's see here. So Adam says he'd like to use Indeed. Yeah, so you could use different job boards, whether it be Indeed or Monster or otherwise, to recruit coordinators. Now, again, depending upon your role, will determine a little bit of how they apply. So in your case, Adam, you're a JV partner. So these people are going to apply to you. They're going to work for you. They're not going to come directly into us. Now, if you're just a rank and file affiliate, which I don't mean that negatively, but if you're just an affiliate, then you're going to help them get signed up as an affiliate in your hierarchy. And so again, once you set up as an affiliate, now you're getting an email. There's 2 links on that, one of which is your landing page, which is free, and the other of which is the link to sign up sub-affiliates. So you're going to want to have them sign up as an affiliate partner using your sub-affiliate link so you earn overrides. All right, so let's see here. What type of education do we have to plug our financial literacy coordinators in? Well, and that's a good point. So they will be invited to attend these morning trainings. And this is a big part of what we're going to be focused on going forward, just as I've alluded to recently. Now that our nation, our society is opening up largely in most areas to in-person education, although again, this has the availability to be in-person or online, we're going to be doing coaching, training, and support pretty much on a daily basis. This is going to be our primary method of lead generation going forward, is educating and then helping people see if they qualify. Educating, whether it be in person or online. Now, Darnell has a really interesting point. Darnell's saying, well, do I have to do all this? Because if I assimilate what Darnell's asking, he's saying, man, I could just take people and just see if they qualify, and I could skip the whole workshop, couldn't I? You're exactly right, Darnell, because the compensation that we all recognize is not coming through paragraph 1. We don't get paid for teaching workshops. We don't charge people to attend workshops. We don't charge hosts to have workshops. There's no monetization through paragraph 1, but it is a great way to build a funnel. The monetization comes from paragraph 2, which is helping people see if they qualify and getting plugged into access to capital. So Darnell, you're exactly correct. You could skip the whole workshop and just have a good marketing campaign and just do paragraph 2 and make a lot of money with a few less moving parts. But Darnell, your exception. A lot of well, I shouldn't say a lot. Some of our distribution partners aren't as good as you at generating leads. And so this resolves the lead generation issue by working with host through education. Hopefully that makes sense. Yes, sir, Carlos, if you'll just schedule a call, we can certainly visit offline about anything that you need. We addressed Adam's question. Okay, Herman says, will you provide more detailed information about who qualifies for the 100,000? Absolutely. So what we've set up is a new front end system, Herman, and I think you're probably familiar with it, but let's go through it. So once you become an affiliate, which is free and easy, we provide a free landing page immediately. And then you help people go to your landing page and you help them put in their first name, last name, phone number, and email, which is what we just discussed. So that's step one of 3 steps. And ideally, you wouldn't just drive people to your landing page. If you want high conversions, you would have them on the phone or even be with them, but at least on the phone and talk them through it. But regardless, if they put in their first name, last name, email, and phone number, Herman, and then they hit the green button, I think it says get started, and then they review the terms and conditions and they click that button, takes them over to the 3rd page, and then they just put in information about their business. Now it'll ask things like, what's your EIN number? Well, some people don't have an EIN number. That's fine. It's not a prerequisite. Then you put to be determined or TBD or unknown, but they fill that out. But all that it takes to qualify for the Access to Capital program, Herman, which guarantees a minimum of $100,000 capital raise, is to enroll. If they enroll, then we are on the hook to help them get at least 100,000. And you know, you're also going to get at least 2,000 from them, right? Because you're going to get 1,000 off their front end, and you're going to get at least 1,000 off their back end. Could be more. Okay, so great question there. So who else has any questions? To me, this is a really big deal. And if it doesn't seem like a big deal, that's my fault, not yours. The point is, this is a new structured approach to create more leads. And it'll work for you if you're a JV partner. It'll work for you if you're running a better credit store, or it works just fine if you're a rank and file affiliate. It's equally applicable. You can do this yourself, or you can have people do this for you. You can get paid for what you do based upon the results, the model shown here, or you can get paid off what other people do and you don't do any of the work. You just have your sub-affiliates do it. So it is really, really important that you take the time to grasp this, because again, why? We need to better fulfill our mission. We need to increase financial literacy. We need to increase access to capital, but also just on a personal level, a lot of people are hurting financially. And this is probably one of the best side gigs that the average person could ever get, right? Doesn't cost them anything. They don't have to drive their car around delivering food or items to people. They control their schedule. They work when they want to work. They wear what they want to wear. They don't have someone telling them what to do. They just simply set up workshops in person or online. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal. All right, so Carlos asked his question. He's talking to some people about how to access capital. They don't have a business now, which is fine. It's not a prerequisite. It's not a prerequisite to attend a workshop or to enroll in Access Capital that they already have a business form. That's not a prerequisite. So on that third step, Carlos, that's right, where it asks for information about EIN and others. If they don't have it, it's fine. It doesn't disqualify them. They just put TBD for to be determined or unknown. A lot of times the form won't let you leave it blank. So you got to put something in. Otherwise people just, human nature is they'll just skip through it. But it's fine if we're working with pre-launch, pre-revenue businesses. That's a great segment to go after, because most resources don't help that part of the entrepreneurial environment. All right, and so then Adam's asking as a JV partner, and I'll extrapolate a little bit more. So if you are a JV partner and or a Better Credit Store owner, then you're going to change this up a little bit, right? They're not going to apply to us. They're going to apply to you because they're going to be working for you. They're not going to get paid what we pay them. They're going to get paid what you pay them. So it's up to you. If you're an affiliate, then you know you're going to earn overrides off of this, because that's the way the affiliate model is set up. But if you're bringing them into your entity, your umbrella, then you manage them, you train them, and you pay them. If you're going through our normal affiliate portal, which is maybe the most convenient, then we all know what we all get paid, right? They're going to get paid the upfront 1,000 and the back end of that 1,000 minimum. And then the overrides for our affiliates is also 1%. So you would earn at least 1,000 override, Adam. So Tasha's asking about the $2,500. So the Access to Capital program is grant subsidized. There is a refundable deposit that is not collected until after their first round of capital, not collected until after their first round of capital, what we call first tranche. So let's say they get $20,000, and we're going to invoice them $2,500 for their deferred refundable deposit, which covers the cost of us building their loan package. It allows us to get you all paid. So you're getting paid as well. They get that fully back once they've completed at least $100,000 capital raise. So it is a deferred refundable deposit. We have guaranteed financing now. We didn't always have that, but we can get anyone financing. We promise, we guarantee to get all clients, as long as they participate, financing within their first 30 days now. How much will they get? It averages 20 to 30,000, but it varies based on their credibility, but at least enough to cover their deferred refundable deposit. Thank you for that. Let's see. And so, yes, LJ, we'll be working on providing each of you the materials and resources to execute all of this. You have what you need now, I believe, to build sub-affiliates. It's the link that's provided. All you need to do is get that link out to people. But we'll be providing additional information and resources. And so if you want to be a financial literacy coordinator, then what do you need to do? You need to make sure that you're an affiliate, as it states here, which is the prerequisite, and then contact human resources so we can get you set up. Again, it's 1099, so you manage your own schedule. There's no cost now or ever to be a financial literacy coordinator, but we need to know who's actually operating in that capacity so we can support you properly, because we know that not everyone wants to earn an extra $10,000 or more for setting up workshops. All right, so hopefully today's training was helpful. I'm going to summarize and then we'll close. The what is, we have a new role, but it falls under the affiliate function, the financial literacy coordinator. There's not a separate agreement that you have to sign. There's certainly no fees to be a financial literacy coordinator. This is great for people that want to earn more income by helping people. And on average, they'll make around $10,000 per workshop. The workshops can be set up, facilitated either as an in-person or online. The coordinator that we're talking about here does not sell anything to anyone. They don't pay anything to work with us, and they do not teach the workshops. We'll have someone teach the workshops, whether it be in person or online. If you're interested in teaching the workshops, then you need to be in a different role. If you want to be at the front of the room or at the head of the Zoom teaching, then you need to either be a JV partner or you need to be a Better Credit Store owner. That requires extra training and support. We can't afford to train and support thousands and thousands of people at that level for free. That's why there's a fee to become a JV partner or a Better Credit Store owner, because we have to do more and there has to be a way to offset those costs. But in this capacity, this is very simple, very simple. Someone with a 9th grade education could do a great job of being a coordinator, and they don't need a lot of training. They just will need to know how to approach the host and then connect us with the host. We'll work with the host on the logistics, and then they're going to need to know simply how to take the person through the 3-step qualification process, which that training is already available on demand. So hopefully you either are interested in becoming a coordinator or know someone that might be. I know that not everyone gets up in the morning and decides, oh, I want to become a financial literacy coordinator. But remember, there's a lot of people that have money problems. And if you have a money problem, you need earned income to resolve that. So again, go deliver Uber or drive Uber or deliver DoorDash or pick up an extra shift at 7-Eleven or whatever else it is that an individual can do. But this is a very credible side gig that's going to earn a lot more money for the average person with no investment and complete control over their schedule. All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you back tomorrow morning. Have a good day. Bye-bye.